was really hoping that the Tavares empty net goal at the last second of regulation would have counted, Johnny. Oh, because he's a fellow Portuguese? Remember the free agent plea I put out on YouTube before he signed with Toronto, convincing him to sign with the Preds? That's still up on my channel. That was a good time to be a Preds fan. Why can't we go back to that time? No. I just didn't want to be reminded of another 3-2 loss. You ever just want to get down on one knee and thank the hockey gods upstairs that Phil Forsberg is a Nashville Predator? Hey everybody, it's Jersey Guy. Hold my beer. Are you sure you want me here? Hat trick watch anybody? Is it written somewhere that we owe a massive debt to the hockey gods? Again and again and again. You're like a kid again, Johnny. Is happening? Is this happening? Is this happening? This isn't an ad for some dang cookie. I want a piece of that action. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. What do you have to tell me that is going to make me feel positive? And maybe the Titans won't let us down on Thursday. Let's walk it off. Okay, on with Johnny's reaction video.
Let dancing take you home.
Oh no! Preds lose 3-2 to the Toronto Maple Leafs Wednesday night inside the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is not a recording that you would hear by calling an automatic number. For the fourth straight game, I think I read that's actually a franchise record now in team history. For the fourth time, Preds 4 straight losses, all by the final score of 3-2. Please somebody tell me this is a long nightmare that I haven't woken up and it's still the first day of the season. Somebody pinch me, wake me up and tell me it's still October. It is the first game in December and the Preds are still stuck at just 7 wins. 7 wins. And game 26, just to update you for those following at home who don't want to do the research, you shouldn't have to with the pain this team is giving us right now, that the Preds now, through 26 games, in 17 of those 26 have scored 2 or less goals, and guess how many of those games they've won? Absolute zero, zilch, nada. The last time I talked to you guys was after the Eustace Annuin trade and the 3-2 loss in overtime against Minnesota. I was begging, I was pleading, and to a sane extent expecting on Sunday a coaching change. That was the only day I had really expected it, or some sort of move to shake up the roster. But Sunday went by, no coaching change, no trade. Monday and Tuesday, just the same, absolutely nothing. This team had 3 full days off and they produced this. What the heck was this in the center of the universe, as they, as Maple Leafs fans, love to brag, in Toronto Wednesday night? Okay, I'll say it quick. Congratulations to Jonathan Marchessault on career point 500 on that mysterious goal that you somehow shot from the neutral zone. It hit the sideboard, hit the glass, fell back, hit Joseph Woll, and hey, good on you for racing in there to knock in the rebound. But then the Preds had nothing more really after that. Yeah, they had 9 shots on goal in the first period. 3 shots on goal. 3? Wait, 3 shots on goal in the second period. Somehow magically you were still up 1-0 after 2 periods. And you know, I'm not really gonna feed into the conspiracy theories that I saw on Twitter that some Preds fans proclaim that the league wanted the Leafs to win this game, because it's not the league that forces Carey to play terrible defense and not account for Matthews when Marner gets the pass out to him 30-something seconds into the third period that tied the game. And then on a second Matthews goal, both Roman Josi and Gustav Nyquist go after Marner and leave Matthews alone after he gets the pass from him to go in on Saros and go back. And what is Saros supposed to do there? How does one of you, Roman or Gus, not have it in your mind in practice? Okay, one of us is going to take the passer, and one of us is going to take Austin freaking Matthews. And what? I think I saw that barely halfway through the third period, the Preds barely had 4 shots on goal, but by the end of this game, they ended up only being outshot by 4. That's an effort within itself if you had done that through the entire game. And we really need to have a discussion about the vets on this roster with their performance in this game through the entire game. In this game alone. And you know who was the one working? And obviously we saw it in who got the 3-2 goal. The bottom 6. Something has to be done. Send a message to the vets. You can't just flip around and put the bottom 6 into the top 6. But the guys who have been working recently, especially the call-ups from Milwaukee, they have to be rewarded. You got to put Luke Evangelista. You got to put Fedor Svechnikov. Heck, even maybe Martin Nikowski on that second line. And some people have to be sent a message. Bruno, at least do that. Before you get sent out the door, we hope, because it's not working. Hey, you did a great job last year, but there's only so much more we can take because these vets can't be moved with their no move clauses since Barry is waiting. And, I was talking to a few Preds fans on Twitter. They don't want to shell out the money to go to the Calgary game, even to watch this, much less just spend the entire game booing and saying, fire Bruno. Hey, I get that. You want a positive experience for your dollar right before Christmas, much less it being December right now. Now with one game done on this Eastern Canada road trip, the Preds now have back-to-backs that I haven't mentioned yet. They go into Montreal tomorrow night. I assume Saros isn't going to have to play on back-to-back. That's why you make a trade with Colorado for a younger goalie like Justus Anuin. He's obviously going to play that game, and then Saros gets the Saturday game. And then, you know what happens after that? 2 full days off before you come home to play Calgary. Now, I heard that, like I'm sure a lot of you did, that Barry Trotz said that if something doesn't change quick with this team, he's going to make moves and start getting younger by Christmas. Why wait that long? It's obviously not working with the team as is. It's a detriment to the mentality and the self-esteem of this fan base right now, Barry. For those who have season tickets or partial ticket plans who can't get out of it and do go, I will applaud you from way up here in Vancouver. If you do go to that game on Tuesday against Calgary, if this team hasn't shown an inch of life against Montreal or Ottawa, 2 teams who are right down with you in the bottom of the standings, I'll get to that in a minute, where the Preds sit right now, I will totally understand the Preds fans who do that, because heck, I live up here in Vancouver. I'm not going to shell out money to go down to Seattle to watch this team right now, much less the fact that when this Preds team returns on January 3rd to play the Canucks, you think I'm going to shell out another $150 to go and see them? No, I'm going to wait till next year and hope for something better to watch up here surrounded by Canucks fans. Now, I'm not one to usually go to moneypuck.com. I'm a little superstitious on this sort of thing, that I don't watch in-game to see what percentage the team has to win a certain game and get stressed out about that, about how the analytics work on that. But if you go to moneypuck.com, go all the way down to the bottom. I have never seen it this close between chances to make the playoffs and get the first overall pick. Preds one of a few teams that have never won the first overall pick. The Preds have a 6.5% chance of making the playoffs at this point and a 6.8% chance of winning the first overall pick. That is remarkable. Now, coming up, the Preds play a team that is 1 point ahead of them in the overall standings in the basement tomorrow night in Montreal. And then on Saturday, they face a team that is 2 points ahead of them. in the overall standings in the basement of the league. Those two games could go either way. The Preds could somehow climb up to fifth last in the league, or just cement a little bit more the fact that they're going to be renting space in the bottom of the league for the rest of the season. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, my therapy getting through this disastrous season is being there for you, so you know you're not alone feeling pain watching this team play hockey. Click a like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it and don't want to miss many more events you can be sure of to come this season. You can find my social media and interact with me during Preds games or any Preds news by clicking on the channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption, and we'll meet back here tomorrow to talk probably over more pain to come in Montreal Thursday night.